Morning, everybody. Thanks for joining me as we take a look at your October 27th through 29th forecast. Weather's looking okay this weekend, certainly better than the most of the weekends we've had over the past week. Still not amazing. We're still in this pattern where the weeks are better than the weekends, but generally much better this weekend than it has been. And the warmth will continue for a couple more days before we get a little bit of a reality check as we head into the beginning of next week and Sunday as well. All right, so what's going on across the country? First of all, we have kind of this boundary area here. We've got some clouds that have kind of run out ahead of it. The front is really back here and then to our north, and that has been giving us chances for lots of clouds, really no precipitation associated with this all week, but it's also allowed for warm air to kind of stream up. You can just see with the clouds here. Our air is coming from Texas and from Louisiana and Mississippi, and that means that we're warm, way warmer than we should be, or this time or not than we should be, but way above average, I should say. It's not that unusual to be above average, but yeah, anyway, we're very warm. Also, we've got some sprinkles and things like that around. Most of it's not going to hit the ground today, although we could see a sprinkle today. I'm going to show you radar here. You can see the actual front is way back to our west and kind of a loop to our north here, and not actually that far to our north. That's, again, the closeness of this front to the north has allowed for some of these particularly clouds to be around. And as we zoom in, we're going to see there are some sprinkles around. Most of this south of us is not hitting the ground, and most of it is trending out to sea south of us. So I'm not too concerned about that. But there are some sprinkles to our west that are hitting the ground. Some of these back here across western New York, they're not going to mean much in terms of what happens today, but we could see a sprinkle. I didn't put any rain. You're going to see in the forecast graphic, I didn't put any rain in the actual graphic, but I wrote sprinkles in, all right? I'll put the sprinkles word graphic in because there is a chance of sprinkles, but it's a pretty slight chance of sprinkles. Nothing I'd be too concerned about for today, but just wanted you to be slightly aware that there is a possibility that we'll get a few of those. In terms of the front, though, what it really means is big temperature differences. Behind it, we've got temperatures in the teens and 20s and 30s to the north of it, basically. And as this slides through over the next couple of days, we're not going to see teens and 20s, 20s maybe, not teens. But we are going to see that air mass switch out as we head towards Sunday. And also, we're going to see a ripple of low pressure along the front that heads in our direction Sunday afternoon into Sunday overnight. And that will give us a chance for a period of relatively light but steady rain overnight as we head into Monday, and could continue through the first part of the day on Monday. Let's take a look at how that front kind of progresses. Here's the front now. We kind of have a cold front and then sort of a stationary front that's not really moving, maybe slightly moving north here through northern Maine. That is currently cool, warm weather, cooler weather. And as we can see, as we head towards, let's hit the next button there. As we head towards Sunday morning, here is things really do start to move. The front has moved through, bringing us temperatures kind of crashing down. We'll see that in the forecast. But I drew this low pressure system in here because the low is going to ride up along this front. And as it does, it's going to push some moisture back north of the front, and that will definitely give us a chance of some moisture really on Sunday afternoon, maybe as early as Sunday midday, basically. And then overnight, I think, is when the steadiest rain gets in here. So that will kind of make Sunday afternoon kind of tough to be outside. It'll also be real raw, temperatures in the low 40s on Sunday. So let's take a look at what that means in terms of the overall forecast here. Today, warm, pushing 70. Few peaks of sun, a lot like yesterday in terms of mostly gray skies, but kind of oddly warm if you head outside, even a little bit humid. Sprinkles, there will be a few sprinkles around, but I think, again, mostly that's not too much to worry about. Overnight tonight, we do not cool off much, upper 50s. This is above average for our high temperatures this time of year. It's going to be our low temperature. Tomorrow, as the front moves through, it will bring a few sprinkles with it. Again, a few more than today, but still not really anything to be too concerned about. You can definitely still have outdoor plans tomorrow, but you might want to just be prepared that you might need to duck inside or grab an umbrella or something for 5-10 minutes as a shower passes. But I would not be too concerned. A bunch of areas probably won't even see a sprinkle tomorrow. Temperatures in the upper 60s once again. Then after the front moves through, we really do cool down finally here as we fall down into the upper 30s, and we'll basically be between about 36 or 38, 39 degrees and about 44, 45 at the warmest throughout southern Vermont for the 36 hours after that. So as the rain moves in, it basically holds us in those low 40s, upper 30s to low 40s. Daytime, nighttime doesn't really matter with the ripple of the storm. Behind this on Monday, and we could still have a little bit of light rain continuing Monday morning. we cool off even more. But one bright spot, Halloween does look pretty dry and nice, basically, if a bit chilly. So kind of what you might expect for Halloween here in southern Vermont. You're going to want to be, it's not going to be that cold, but a little bit. So weekend highlights. Warmth continues through tomorrow. No washout days through although Sunday will be raw with some light rain in the afternoon and overnight. Sprinkles on Saturday. Sunday brings a new air mass with much cooler weather, and Halloween looks dry and cold is probably an overstatement. Cool. Certainly, if you're out on Halloween evening, you're probably looking at temperatures starting off in the 30s in the afternoon, falling down into the 20s by about the nightfall, so upper 20s. So not brutal, but definitely a little chilly. All right. Thanks. Thanks to my patrons who help support what I do here at the West River Weather Guy. If you haven't supported or haven't subscribed to my channel before on YouTube, I would encourage you to do so. Helps make sure you don't miss any of my videos. I will be back on Monday with a look at your work week